Hey everybody, it's Danny and Craig from OCR, and we are going to be taking this really nice 421 up for a test flight and a delivery. It's a 1981 Cessna 421 trailing link gear. Came to OCR for a pre-purchase inspection, turned it in an annual, so we're going to go check up all the system and deliver it to Chino for a couple avionics walks, and at the same time take Danny over to a potential client to do some flying with him. So thanks for jumping in. Let's go for a ride. Fuel system on a 421 is pretty simple. Left tank feeds the left, right tank feeds the right. Unless the airplane has extra fuel dollars, that's pretty much all you do. This one does have some tanks, but that's pretty straightforward too. Let the main tanks run down, turn the transfer pump on from the aux aftermarket tank into the mains. So that's checked. Trims and flaps and all that stuff's good, so we'd be good to go. Alright, so the run-up's complete. We're going to do one more final control tech. I always do that single pilot, as there was a very good example, unfortunately, in Florida, verifying the controls are free, clear. And we are free and correct. Ready to go? Okay. Tower November 88 Papa Echoes 30 Delta 3, like a southbound departure.
Long Beach Tower, 296.
Alright, trims, flaps. Spoilers are down.
Oscar 426.
Fuel pumps.
7830.
Fuel pumps low.
November 8 Papa Echo, traffic in position on 26 right. Take your departure, request again, running 30 Delta 3, quick takeoff.
30 Delta 3, cleared for takeoff, and we'd like a southbound departure, 88 Papa Echo.
Your Papa Echo, roger, westbound for now, sorry, southbound.
Westbound for now.
Oscar 426 reports the departing twin on runway 30.
Okay. Airspeed's alive.
Down in this range, however, hold 2730.
89.
Kilo Charlie, running 26 right, line of four. Runway 26 right, 26 Kilo Charlie. Cessna 268, traffic over resolution, once again, I'll try to do.
Great. Alright, so first check on our test is manifold pressure. We're making max. You can hear in our ears, feel in our ears that pressurization's working. RPM's perfect. Fuel flow 45 on the left, 41 on the right. So it's actually on the low end of the scale on the right, but in the range. So it's 42. So 42 on the right. Then you can go cruise climb whenever you want. So twin Cessnas at OCR, our typical standard process is when an airplane comes in, we do this exact flight before the pre-purchase inspection. That way we can identify any squawks, anything that the owner wants to do, and then we repeat it after the annual, check all the systems. So we're checking all the systems that were touched. We're going to check the fuel flows on the engines, check the pressurization system, check all the hots and the anti-ice, the boots. We'll check anything inside the AC, the heat, and then we'll get the cruise, check all the cruise setup settings, and then the avionics check. We'll typically do an ILS or something back in to check the avionics before we deliver to customer. And like we said in the intro, this airplane came to us as a pre-purchase inspection, passed, the owner bought it, closed, and then asked us to do a bunch of work. I think we had a video out that's engine being repaired. This airplane was the model on that, so both engines had to come off, and we repaired. There's quite a bit of engine beam issues on both sides. Got that repaired, put that back. There's a little bit of corrosion, just in the headliner underneath it, and got that fixed. The rest of the annual was pretty much basic twin Cessna annual. The owner put a new headliner in, but other than that, it's a really, really good airplane. I love the paint scheme. It's like a unique orange. Yeah, I like it. SoCal November 88 Papa Echo 4,500 climbing 10,500.
For 88 Papa Echo, SoCal Los Angeles altimeter 3004.
3004, and we're just going to go up to 10,500 for pressurization check, and then we'd like to go to Chino. Okay, let's see. So while we're in cruise, autopilot's clearly working. One squawk we know about is flight director's not showing up on the display, so that's actually going back to where some avionics work was done in Chino. We know that squawk. Why don't we do? Want to check all the hots? Yeah. So I already took off with the stall heat and the pitot heat on. Okay. As is normal. So we'll do the prop anti-ice. That goes into the green. Okay. I'll just wait for the click. While we're doing that, you want to do we'll do that and do the boots. Okay. Got two of us, we can multitask. Alright, here comes, look at the tail. Tail goes, right side goes, and the left side. Good checks. Good checks, the indicator was on too, so that's all good. This is actually the second flight for this airplane, so we did do, since it's a warm day, we'll skip the heater test because we already did the heater test. The AC is working good. Fuel system we've already checked, that's all good.
That's pretty much it.
AC heater.
I did see the prop de-ice tick.
All the lights checked on the ground.
And
2376.
all those systems are good.
do the low on the windshield heat.
Yeah, the windshield, check the amp, heater draw. Okay, all the hots, AC, heat, avionics we've checked except for the VOR check. Engine's good. Right fuel flow is a little bit lower than we like, so the cylinder heads are getting a little bit warm on the right. I like to keep it below 4, but we'll turn the fuel flow up a little bit. That'll solve that problem. And then pressurization still holding the negatives below 0. So that's the last check. Just check pressurization, and we'll call it complete.
Alright, so it was now at -500, so it's still holding like it's supposed to. And since we're going to go to Chino, instead of going all the way to Catalina, I'm just going to start turning towards the northeast. Perfect. We'll climb up there and then descend into the valley.
Yeah, we just need like 2 to 3 minutes at cruise. So I want to be able to pull the power back to cruise.
Affirmative, and a Papa Echo. We can also, as soon as we're at 10.5, we'd be happy to start making our way to Chino. So much for that idea.
So much for that plan.
77, contact Los Angeles Center 132.85. 3285, United Country 77.
Okay, we're 9,700, so 800 feet to go. This is right about where max pressure will pop. So the airplane is almost all the way to max diff. So what we're doing is, since we have the pressurization set to below sea level, once it gets to max diff, the reason we do it this way is once we see a rise in the cabin, we know that the safety valve has come off its stop and allowed the cabin not to overpressurize. So we're ultimately testing two things at one time: that the cabin is getting to max diff, and that the safety valve is doing its part by not letting it go over. So we should see that any moment here. But there it goes. So you see the cabin needle is
Altitude
slowly
200
rising,
to go.
showing that it's now raising the cabin. And the little needle on the left-hand side, if you want to point to it, Danny, so right there, that's showing what it is, and the little needle is a differential. So we're at max diff, it came off, so it did perfect. So now the second test is we're gonna pull the power back, and we should see a bump in the pressure because it's less airflow coming in. It's gonna take a minute for the valves back there to do their thing. What we hope to see is that they come back and that the cabin can still hold
Altitude.
at 10.5. Can you swing the rate knob all the way to the right?
Departure Southwest 3038, 4,500, climbing 8,000, heading to Baja.
Try like
starting to come back.
Try like 30 inches.
What's that?
30 inches on the manifold pressure. There it goes. And we're getting a climb back. So it's down below the 0. So the cabin's now gaining, and the little knob on the left-hand side is going back to max diff. So that is, the little needle is it's basically at 4.9, right? All the way on there.
Yep, it's right there.
Let's just give it another couple seconds, and then fuel flow will set that up for a quick cruise. Maybe 1.360, you go with 1.360, Dave? Oh, sorry.
Was that 1281 for a Papa Echo?
Let's see if we can do 1.360 before we descend.
Hey, SoCal, 88 Papa Echo, 10,500. Like to do a right 360 before we begin our descent to Chino.
Alright, 88 Papa Echo, how about I just give you a class Bravo clearance, you just stay in your present heading.
Yeah, that's fine with us, 8 Papa Echo.
88 Papa Echo, you clear to the Bravo airspace, northeast, bound, start to be a descent.
Beginning descent for 8 Papa Echo.
So now we're in the descent. Pressurization did exactly what it's supposed to do. We set it up at cruise. Yeah, set the fuel flow is where we wanted it. All the cylinder head temperatures, everything did exactly what they're supposed to. So,
and I'll begin stage cooling now. Start bringing it back by 1 inch. SoCal, November 88 Papa Echo, 9,800, descending 2,500.
88 Papa Echo, SoCal,
3003.
we actually could test the speed brakes if you want.
Good point. So Cessna 421 slack off.
So the speed brakes on the 421s are an amazing aftermarket add-on. Gives you flexibility in the sense, so you don't want to have to pull the power back quickly. We plan for it, but sometimes ATC has different plans, so it really gives you the ability to slow the airplane down what I love about them is that they don't, when they come up slowly and they come to a position that isn't fully against the wind, so they don't scare the heck out of the passengers in the back. They do a really good job, and it's already slowed us up 10 knots in a few seconds, but it does it in a way that's not shaking everybody. Some of the other little airplanes that have the speed brakes that come up vertically, you have people in the back that you have to kind of tell them before, otherwise they scare them.
We actually do need to adjust our pressurization because we were negative and Chino is a little bit less than 700 feet. So we're going to start raising our pressurization to about 1,000 is what I like to do, a couple hundred feet above field elevation.
And try that rate knob all the way to the right, see if it'll climb for us fast, and then all the way back to the left. And that's the last check of the controller. You can't control the rate with the rate knob, so it's doing exactly what it's supposed to. Our checklist here, we've got HOTS, pressurization, fuel system, avionic, all those things are complete. One thing is the ILS. Did you want to see if you switch to CDI real quick, or do you want to try and do the ILS?
I think we try and do the practice ILS.
Okay. We'll try the circuit breaker on the autopilot. Autopilot's off, right?
No, it's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Let's just see if it'll reset it.
Autopilot disconnect.
This is the autopilot's on the top. See after it runs through its checks.
Tower 88 Papa Echo 26 right. Go land 86 right, or 26 right, 88 Papa Echo.
Well, on the approach into Chino, 26 right, we hand flew it. We had another squawk, a little heading fail squawk, so Danny had to stay sharp with his hand flying skills. But that's why it's going to the avionics shop. Here we're about 3 mile final about Chino. Appreciate you guys coming along for the maintenance flight. We got a really nice airplane and customers hopefully you can pick up next week. Landed here at Chino for avionics. For Danny to go meet another customer to go do some flying. We appreciate you jumping in with us. If you have any questions, give us a call at OCR Aviation. Links will be on the site for phone number, OCRaviation.com.
Alright, we got 3 green, no red. Looks like we are coming into land and full flaps.
Number 3, follow.
Runway's clear.
2 mile follow. Number 2, correct. Let me 2 seconds. There's the app.
Nicely done, Mr. Danny. Thank you. We're on the ground here at Chino, taxiing back. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight on this maintenance flight on this 1980 Cessna 421. Good job of flying today, Daniel.
Thank you. You can't beat going to see a possible customer in a beautiful airplane like this.
And we got the maintenance flight done and delivered into the avionics shop all in one time. So thanks for jumping in with us. We appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at OCR. And don't forget, as Ryan would say, like and subscribe. Thanks for jumping in.